Hey guys, I wanted to share this video because, there's a lot of videos out there about the Kenmore Series 500 high efficiency washer. This particular washer is a model number 110, and just to show you here, I'm going to put it this way. Model 110-251-32-410. Okay, my initial problem in I guess last year sometime when I wound up replacing the wash tub. Now I've already disassembled it, taken it apart and whatnot, because for whatever reason the washer wasn't spinning or anything. So quick note, it's helpful if you have a glove in order to remove this. If you don't and your hands are slick, you're gonna have difficulty trying to get it out. So it should slide out easily, but let me just tell you, whenever I did it last year, it was rough. It took me about 3 days to get it out, but I finally got it out. Okay, the reason your machine may not be spinning is because of this little I call it a doohickey, but it's actually called a hub. Okay, if you notice right here, it's got these grooves. It's a gear. Okay, you turn this around. Okay, on the inside here, you're supposed to have grooves. As you can see, they're all worn out, or they've been eaten alive. So this part needs to be replaced if your washer is not spinning. Okay, you can look it up. There's several different places you can get it. I think I spent probably about $20 for this particular part. It's also supposed to have a retainer clip that's in the shape of a U that goes here on the side. There are the little grooves for it. Okay, and it had no retainer clip, so I'm assuming that disintegrated at some point. Okay, another note to make on this: if you're going to replace this hub, you're probably going to have to replace the wash plate as well. Okay, I know it's a bit more expensive on that particular part, but I'm just telling you from my experience. Okay, another thing I noticed whenever I took it apart was that these little areas right here were all stuffed up with a bunch of change. And let me show you. That's all the change I pulled out last night. Okay, the first time I did this, I pulled out probably about 60 pennies, some bobby pins, paper clips, other miscellaneous junk. Some clothes lint. What's helpful, this right here, all these little grooves, this is where your water drains out. Okay, so if these little holes here are clogged, you're gonna have to clear them out. Take all the coins, all the debris, everything out. Okay, what I found helpful was this pair of needle nose pliers. Now notice these needle nose are curved at the end. That's very helpful. Try, if you can, get some straight ones. Don't get straight ones, I'm sorry. You just kind of like reach in here and go back and forth until you snap. You may have to turn and twist and then pull it out. Okay, don't set it here, unless you have like a paper plate, which is what I used originally. That way you can be setting stuff. If you got space, like if your dryer's sitting right next to you, you can just pull and take it out, back and forth. Okay. Another thing that I noticed, or should I say my current problem, is see how the tub moves a lot? Okay, whenever it was running, it was like vibrating like crazy, like it was going to fly apart, literally. Okay, so eventually, the fault code up here on the display here, if this lid lock is blinking red, then there's a fault in your washer. And there's several videos out there to show you, how to get into diagnostics mode and all of that. Okay, if you're one of those who can go and fix his or her own washer, thumbs up to you guys. Congratulations. Okay, if you prefer not to mess with this, just, call a repairman or someone that's, familiar with washers. So anyhow, like I was saying, when the wash tub was doing this, I did all the research, saw tons of videos and whatnot, and everyone said, absolutely everyone said, to replace these. Now these are the suspension rods. Okay, there are 4 of them. They come up on 1, 2, 3, 4 sides of the washer. Okay, now this particular one here, I don't know if you can see it or not, doesn't look like it's damaged, but it possibly could be. I don't know. Now I'm going to grab the one that is damaged. As you can see, the end is broken. Alright, so this could be a cause why your washer is jumping uncontrollably. Okay, see how the spring is out of place? That spring's actually not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to actually be, right in here, right on the bottom like that. Okay, it shouldn't be moving back and forth, back and forth. Well, in either case, back to the story. I replaced all 4 of these with the little end caps that go under the washer lid. Again, there's other videos to show you how to disassemble the washer, how to take it apart and locate where you have to do all of this. I'm not going to show you, but I'm just telling you from my experience. Well, after everything was said and done, put everything back together with the help of my brother-in-law, it didn't work. This thing kept spinning and spinning like it was going to come apart, and the machine kept jumping and jumping like it was just going to completely fall apart. So I'm not able to find a solution yet for this. I don't know if it requires any other type of spring on the top up here, because on the bottom of the washer on the inside there is no counterbalance spring. There is nothing holding the wash tub in place like other washers. I don't know if they're older model washers or just different ones. If anyone has any suggestions, that would be helpful. The thing I don't want to do is have to spend on a new washer. Granted, when I got this washer, I think it was in 2015, it was on sale for $7.15. Of course, after putting it on the card, it wound up costing me almost twice that amount. So, again, suggestions, if anyone has any. I don't know if that's going to be, any help or not. I know some of you might find it helpful, some of you may not, but I'm just telling you from my personal experience, what I've experienced. Okay. I think the other thing is that I was going to mention, when that screw that's on here, that cap that comes on the wash tub, that little silver cap that goes right here, sometimes it's black, sometimes it's silver and blue or whatever color. It is very, very important to have that cap. You ask, well, why? If the cap fell off, or you lost it, just replace it. Yes, it is replaceable. Again, you can order it online. But if you don't have that cap on here and the screw gets loose, notice right here how water can get into that hole. Okay, water can get into the hole and start seeping into your washing machine. It can drip down inside, you know, and hit your gearbox that's underneath, and that's going to be a really expensive fix for you. Okay, so just want to say thanks for listening. Hopefully this is helpful to some of you, and if anyone has had any experience with this type of problem, the washing machine being out of balance after replacing the suspension rods, that would be helpful. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.